Hey, I'm Karen. Welcome to my channel. So a couple things. So I'm just updating you guys. Like, here's a life update. So I talked about in my last video, I think I was in a planned stall. I am no longer in that stall, so we are Gucci. I really only have like 65 or 70 pounds to lose until I'm in maintenance, and I started meal prepping again, which is lazy meal prep. Luckily for me, I'm one of those people who does get hyper fixated on certain foods, so I can eat the same thing for like 6 months to a year and not even be bothered. And thanks to TikTok right now, it's chicken, sausages, cottage cheese, vegetable, and my beloved yellow mustard, which I'm actually working on a yellow mustard for my kitchen that we're gonna frame. So that's exciting. Just kind of getting back on eating in the way I should be and not 100% Taco Bell, which is a sad day for me because Taco Bell is my ultimate comfort food. It used to be macaroni and cheese and hot dogs. It no longer is. Now it is TB. But yeah, I know that eventually I'll need to get back on the exercise train. I hate exercising. I actually canceled my gym membership like 2 months ago, and I just don't want to do it. I don't feel like I should have to. I know that I need to, and I'll need to do it at least 3 or 4 times a week once I'm in like maintenance. And I should be doing it now. But you know, I'm trying to get in the correct mental space. I've had a hard couple of months. So we're gonna try and do Just Dance. That's my goal. Every day or every other day after work this week. If it's not fun, I'm not going to do it. There is a 1.5 mile long track right by my house, so I might walk that a couple times a day, like when I'm not doing Just Dance, so we will see how that pans out. I will update you, TBC on that, friends. I don't want to get in the habit of torturing myself or punishing myself because I'm fat, because that was what was going on for a long time. So if I start doing something and it becomes that mindset, I've got to nix it. It's not healthy for me anymore. What else did I want to talk to you? Oh, so yesterday, I actually went into the Weight Watchers meeting, and it was just to see friends. It wasn't to attend because I don't buy the bullshit they're peddling. Yeah, I got to see 2 of my favorite people, and give hugs. Hugs ensued. I allowed for that to happen. And if you don't know, I don't like being touched. So, but I was excited to see people I hadn't seen in like 8 months. And they were apparently really concerned about my well-being because I just dropped off the face of the earth without saying anything. But that is on brand for me. So, all is well. I'm alive. I'm here. So, woo. But one of the best things that happened was there is this group of ladies in there, and I know that they were talking shit about me because they found out that I had weight loss surgery. I heard that hearing. Wow, she looks really good. You're right, I do. So it was very much like, yes. Then another thing happened. So we eat breakfast every Saturday morning. It's just like we're elderly and it's our ritual now. And my waitress told me that my haircut made me look elderly and that she was gonna come over and teach me how to do my hair. Hey, Karen from the future. Hold on. So 2 things. This is not at all a jab at the person who cut my hair or has colored my hair for the past decade at all. It was my decision to cut my hair and the haircut be applied to me. That was me. So, secondly, my waitress at IHOP was not the first person to tell me, and I quote, that I was walking around with a whack-ass old lady haircut, end quote. Yeah. Anyway, back to the video. And I know that it wasn't meant to be taken horribly because this person really does like me as a friend, and she was just being helpful. But if you didn't know, like 75% of the hair on my head fell out, and I had a side shave and long blue hair, and I made the decision to cut it off because it was going to grow back all uneven and it was going to look bad. So in July, I cut all my hair off. And that was the worst decision I made of my life. No, I'm kidding. I'm just being vain. I am unhappy with my appearance because I did it. I knew when I started crying in the salon, I probably should have just, no. I think I would have been happy just continuing to wear my hair up forever, ever, and always, right? But she made the comment and she was like, it's getting a little mullety. And like, when you're growing your hair back out, that's unavoidable, right? And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I just kind of lost it and I went to Supercuts, which was actually ended up being okay because a friend was there. But I ended up having her cut off the mullet part and I was like, do not touch the length on the top where this is like legitimately right here. That is from July. I didn't realize how much I cut my hair. And I think the last time I cut my hair was actually in August because I was like trying to figure out the length and I didn't realize just how short I had cut it. But this progress right here is probably from August until now. She didn't touch any of that. So I'm unhappy with it. Hey, hi, Karen again. I just want to again stress out that this was not the fault of the person who cut my hair. Her technical application was perfect. She did a good job and she gave me what was asked of her. This was completely on me and I did like the haircut for the first, I would say, up until the 4th of July, because I got interviewed like the week before the 4th of July. And then I woke up on July 5th and it was like, WTF did I just do? And when you're being told that you were just given an old lady haircut that looks horrible, by your, friends who are brutally honest, I mean, looking back, it was not age appropriate for me. Maybe it was, but I don't, the haircut does not fit me. There was nothing wrong with the haircut. It just wasn't correct for me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, okay. But there's nothing that I can do until it grows out. I didn't realize that this was going to be a sore spot. I thought, well, I have had a side shave for multiple years. Half of my head is already bald. Like, what's it gonna matter if the rest of my head is short and or bald? It does matter. So like, don't have these thoughts of I'm gonna, it's gonna be this freeing moment, I'm just gonna shave all my hair off. And for some people it is. We are not that kind of person. Don't do it. And if you are going to do it, just think really hard before you do it, because the mental anguish that it has caused, it has not helped at all with the body dysmorphia. So for those of you who don't know, what you might be seeing is, Karen looks great. She's lost like 220 something pounds worth of, at this point, I've lost about the same, if not more weight than I actually weigh. So that's what you guys are seeing. What I'm seeing is this. So having this hair did not help with it. So yesterday I filled out a form for a new client application. You're killing me, Smalls. Okay, so new client application. I moved like 40 minutes away from where I used to live. So I don't want to have to drive 40 minutes to get my hair done every single time. But I do still consider the person who cut my hair in June/July to be my hair girl. So like me changing hair people literally has nothing to do with the haircut, and it has to do with my geographic location, and I'm terrified to drive on the highway. So it would just be a really long commute back and forth, and honestly 20 minutes is probably max on how long I can drive before my butt starts hurting. So that is why I'm changing hair salons. Has nothing to do with the haircut. I just have to stress again, this is not my hair girl's fault. It is my fault. I picked the wrong haircut. Okay, back to the video. I think I'm gonna be dyeing my hair this color. Something to help this, because I don't feel like me. I'm not necessarily mad at the brown, but it like you guys know, it's not me. But yeah, that's really the only updates that I have for you. So I'll come back when I have more to talk about. And I might do a time lapse of me coloring this guy. I'm gonna have to do it, break it up in increments because he's gonna be yellow, and yellow is super painful to my eyes when I'm coloring it. I actually did start doing a Wreck This journal, but then I was like, this is a lot of figuring out how to do this video properly for you guys so it's not all over the place. But I might video myself coloring this and picking a spot in the kitchen and hanging it up, and then moving on to, I think, a piece of pizza. So yeah, everybody enjoy your weekend.